MissPtv.
Are we in this thing? Is the melanin on? Are the edges down? No, they're not. The edges aren't down because I washed my own hair yesterday and then I had the scarf on it. And when I took it off this morning, my edges were all over the place and I ain't feel like setting it when I went to work. And I can't take it. I'm sorry. I had a breakdown. Anywho, hopefully y'all doing good through the Rona, through the quarantine. How y'all doing? Post it down below. I'm not doing well, as you can see. It's just been a lot. It's a lot to take in. It's a lot that's going on. And I'm just trying to hold on to God's unchanging hand because I can't take it. But hopefully y'all doing good. I'm doing pretty good. Y'all know me. I got to be dramatic. Comment down below and let me know how you are doing. It is time for another Love and Hip Hop review. Y'all stay tuned. I'm going to do some shout outs at the end of this video and I'm going to pick up with some more shout outs on the next video. Get it popping down below because you never know. I just might pick your comment on an upcoming video for a shout out. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. This is another episode of Love and Hip Hop and this one is called Slippery Slope, honey. And I see why they did that. Honey, they still doing interviews in their office like me, honey. This Rona has everybody doing some crazy things. But anyway, Flathead, Adam's apple, Kirk, he takes Rasheeda out on a date, and I think that's so cute. And at the same time, they've been together going on 20 years. They've been through a lot together, and he's like, and for her to take me back and to be with me, I think that's great. And for Rasheeda to be like, hey, I took him back. We both had our infidelities and crazy things happen, but to make it last forever, keep sweat, I think it's great. And you know, ultimately, it takes some real strong people to make it last forever, keep sweat. And if you see that you can stay with that person and be with them through the thick and the thinnial, then go ahead, by all means. Now, granted, I couldn't have Flathead, but Rasheeda, if y'all gonna make it last forever, do that. Do it, Tiger. Shooter, Sierra, and the kids meet up, I guess, so that they can have their talk of, I don't know if they do talks of the week or whatever, so that they can catch up. Let's just talk about how their daughter, I think their daughter's name is Paris, she's basically crying out, not crying out for help, but basically saying, hey, I don't want to go to school because it's messy people, and I mean, it's just a lot going on, and they like, nah, you gotta go to school, you gotta do this. And I'm sitting here like, first of all, I need y'all, now granted, this is TV. We do not know, but I'd have pulled that baby to the side and said, hold up, why don't you want to go to school? Can you explain that to me? Is somebody bothering you? What's going on? You have to get down to these issues. What we need to be talking about at the table is not who mommy and daddy are dating right now. Should we get back together? That should not be a topic of discussion for children. The topic should be what is going on at the schoolhouse. And sir, why do you have a PlayStation controller at the table? That's what we need to be talking about. Anyway, I don't have dependents, so let me get out of that. But that was a foreshadowing of what was happening on this episode, honey. You got to talk to your children. Screw talking to your children. Even if you don't have kids, you got to talk to your significant other. You got to talk to your family. You got to talk. And hopefully this quarantine is helping people to really have meaningful relationships. And I hope after this quarantine is over that you continue to have meaningful relationships. And the crazy thing, I saw a friend of mine's Instagram story, and she was basically saying, you know what? I've had so many meaningful relationships during this because I have to, because I can only be with certain people. So I hope after this, I don't go back to what I used to do. And I was like, damn, Gina, that's true. Now we have time to answer the phone. Now we have time to FaceTime people. Now we have time to say, I was just checking on you. Yes, you have time to do that now. But hopefully after this, we still have time. But anyway, let me get off my soapbox. Let's keep going. Salon Echelon, child. I forgot Jock still has it. I'm trying to tell you, they have the most businesses in Atlanta. You be wondering how people got this, and they probably are the ones that own the Wiener Works up the street. You never know. But either way, Alexis Sky comes in. He wants to talk to her, and basically she has been a victim of human trafficking, and that is huge in Atlanta. Honey, it's huge in a lot of places. He was basically talking to her and saying, hey, I have 5 daughters. I want to have a panel because this isn't cool. I know I do a lot of crazy shit, but this is serious. And she was like, so you want me to be on the panel? Let me think about it. That's like really a touchy subject, but kudos to him for wanting to do an open forum just to start talking about the issues. And that's the biggest thing that we have to start doing, is talking about issues. A lot of time we just hold it into ourselves and say, damn, that's a shame. No, you have to use your platform for more than just being messy and crazy. You have to, especially if you have that type of platform, you have to be able to bring the issues to life and say, hey, this is fucked up. We got to talk about this shit, because you're the one that people are watching, tuning into, it just makes sense. Everybody meets up, you know, to get some ski gear and to talk about the ski trip. And Rasheeda is like, and also Spice. Everybody's like, okay. And Carly are coming. They're like, boo. But I think that's a good idea. They always go on a trip to bring everybody together. And come to find out, I think it was great because this was a foreshadowing that Rasheeda couldn't even go. It's time for the human trafficking panel. And a good question that they brought up was, hey, are you safe in your own house, your neighborhood, your community? Are you just safe in general? The questions that you think about, even when you go to the store, like a lot of times we just do things blindly. We don't think about it. We just go out, do whatever. We post whatever. We have our location set on whatever. You just whatever. And a lot of times in life, it's scary that you feel like, dang, I can't just be out here and free. No, you have to be careful. The advocates and survivors were just talking about their story. Like, oh my God, it was heartbreaking how they were saying, hey, I've had this many abortions. I was with this many men in one day. I had the people who got me set up were in the church. Like, just how they were explaining things. And I just got out and this is my story. It was heartbreaking to see. And then here comes Alexis Sky. She comes in and tells her story. And even Akbar was in the audience like, damn. But come to find out, Akbar was actually with her, you know, during... I don't know if it was during the human trafficking that she was going through or maybe out of it. Either way, she's seen her and her growth. So I think that was great for her to have somebody there who actually, you know, knew her story and wasn't judging her. But I think it was good for her, you know, to come out and say, hey, this is my story. This is what happened. This is what's going on. And I'm trying to move forward through it. And that is true. She can do better. She can do more. But now, you know, it makes you look at people differently, not in a judgmental way, but to see like, dang, that's why she does what she does, or that's why that happened, because you're allowing certain things because you honestly, you don't know any better and you haven't seen anything better. And also, you have a lot of anger, a lot of pent-up emotion inside of you. So you're enabling certain things that can happen in your life because you're thinking, hey, it's way better than this. So you understand it. And I hope, and I think it's really unfortunate that people have been judging her about it. Even when she talked about it on her Instagram, people can be such assholes in general, especially the things that they're not aware of or can't consume or understand. Hopefully she can move forward in a healthy way and be a better person through the process. But big ups to Alexis Scott for talking about that because I know that was huge to do. The foreshadowing that I was telling you about. Sierra and them daughter, Paris, I hope that's her name. She was at school and the girl that she was fighting with or whatever, her and her mama ganged up on her in the bathroom, the school bathroom. I said, ain't this about a bitch? First of all, what grown ass woman teams up with her daughter, her teenage daughter, to fight another kid? Like, who does that? Especially if you live in the same building as the other girl's mama, when you could have had a conversation with her, especially if she had her mama on the phone. Okay, that was a lot. Child, it was all on the news. Rasheeda and them talking about it. Carly was like, oh my God, I felt for Paris. I even reached out to Sierra and I was like, honey, I know how it feels to be ganged up on. I was like, Carly, if you don't shut up, this ain't about you. We head on over to Shooter's house because Sierra and them, they go over there and Shooter wanted to know what happened. And yes, I so agree with Sierra. They are kids and you don't do that. But at the same time, I do agree with Shooter because I guess Shooter is trying to tell his kids, hey, look what happened with your sibling. Okay, you have to make better decisions. Not just saying that to be like, you got to make better decisions, but hey, it's Exhibit A. You look at what happened. Like, you can't be doing things. You can't be doing all that. And it's really just sad. But also, like I told y'all with the foreshadowing, baby girl was trying to tell him like, hey, I want to go to school. She couldn't really say it out loud like that, but hey, you could have put the pieces together a little better. All I'm saying is communication has to be a lot better. It really does. And especially nowadays, like, it's scary. Like, I can't imagine being in high school now. Like, I couldn't imagine, like, with social media, just with everything. And ooh, child, I could not imagine being in high school. Couldn't, don't want to. This keeps getting worse. Adam's Apple's son got arrested on gun charges and having weed in his car. Like, I said, oh my God. But then the write-up that they did for it was basically saying he had a sawed-off shotgun and excessive amounts of illegal substance in his car. It's just being outrageous, especially being that he had a past record. Like, too much. That outrageous. And I don't even know if they look for a license to carry. And child, keep the weed at the house, especially if you know you have priors. Kirk is correct. You're raising a black man, but at the same time, It's unfortunate, but you gotta run different. You gotta move different. You just can't be out here like, yeah, ooh, got weed in the car. No, keep the weed at the house. They don't care, especially if it's illegal. They gonna put your ass in jail if you have a speck of weed in there. Like, especially if they know, oh shoot, this is a prior criminal, we can lock your ass up. That's what we gonna do. It's unfortunate that that's the type of legal system that we have, but they gonna do what they have to do because they want to. And Kirk's telling Rasheeda, like, nah, you can't leave me here to go on no ski trip. We got a lot going on. And I'm sitting there like, oh, okay. It's time for the trip. Sierra and Carly are there, and Rasheeda comes through and tells everybody that she's not going to be able to make it because of everything that's going on. They're very understanding. And granted, Rasheeda has been on every other trip imaginable. They're on their way to Tennessee, and Bambi, I mean, she just can't keep food down. She all over the place. I had a hankering that she might have been pregnated, but we'll see on the next episode. But either way, she said, I'm breastfeeding, and I heard you can't get pregnant while you're breastfeeding. I wanted to say, who the hell told you that bullshit? I hate Bibi. She said, the only way you don't get pregnant is if you don't get dick. I was like, that's true. They get a message that Shekinah is coming on the trip, and Spice was like, hell no. But I'm sitting here like, what the hell happened to them? I guess it was the last trip. I don't know. I can't keep up with the drama, the dramatics. So Scrap De Leon is there moving, and Cheyenne is there helping them put stuff up. And honey, her and KK got into it over a cell phone bill or something stupid. But either way, honey, the beef is thick, okay? Beef tips, beef ribs is thick. KK comes in with her set it off braids and basically was like, I cussed you because you called me a bitch, you bitch. And I was like, damn it. KK came in guns blazing. I got my blood pressure cup. The reading was like 800 over 300. I was like, ma'am, that's too high. What are you thinking about, KK? You gotta calm your little ass down, okay, before you be on a stretcher. Here comes Scrap. I think y'all need to just, apologize to one another. KK was like, I'm gonna be the small bitch in this. I ain't apologizing for shit, cause she need to apologize. And also, have you told your brother about Shooter? I said, you know what? You petty as hell, KK. Petty as hell. But I was also sitting there like, did you tell? What we gonna talk about? Ooh, messy. But that was the episode. Down below in the comment section, I would love to know, what did y'all think about this episode? Let's go ahead and get into some shout outs. All right, we're going back to episode number 1. Shout out to Joseph Butler. He said, you definitely need to review The Oval. I have not seen The Oval. I might have to check that out. Shout out to J Rich Flow. Says, amazing video, beautiful. Oh, thank you. Destiny Thomas, shout out to you. GTN Forever said, glad you're back. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Jasmine Curry, hey friend, hey girl. Shout out to Tico is the Court. What's up, Tico? What's up? Shout out to Keena Eaton. You always have the sweetest comments. Thank you, thank you. And shout out to Rachel Goodwin. Shout out to you, girl. Hi. This is episode number 2. Shout out to Hair by Legend. Thank you so much for watching. Shout out to Malicia Thomas. She says she starts her vacation and her birthday next week. I hope you had a wonderful birthday. Joseph, shout out to you. I miss you back. I hope you were doing fantastic. Joe work. Lie Out Loud says she wish she had one of the things on my wall. I don't know if you're speaking of this thing. Either way, I got my MissPtv thing right here from Walmart. I did that on my own, and it's right here before Corona made us all stay at home. I went to Burlington about this. That was one of my last purchases. VA Breezy says she is essential, so she's still working both jobs full time. Shout out to you, mama. Shout out to all of my essential workers out there. Hopefully y'all are doing great, getting you some good rest, and thank you for your service. I appreciate it, and being essential. I appreciate it. Dream of Jareen says, I love you, Miss P. Love you back. Shout out to Latricia Valdez Rushing. Hey girl, hey. I hope you're doing fantastic and healing well. Let's head on to episode number 3. Miss Vivian says, so you're not going to do Real Housewives of Atlanta? Honey, I started on Real Housewives and I stopped because of everything that was going on. Are we at the reunion yet? I might do a reunion review. I'm not sure if we're at the reunion yet, but I have been watching Real Housewives of Atlanta. And y'all know Real Housewives has 8,000 episodes, okay, in one season. So I'm going to check and see how far we are, okay? Rochelle and Bando says, you talk too much. Comments like that make my brain just go around and round like a spinning top. You know why? Because it's YouTube and people talk. I don't know. And it's a fucking review. What the fuck do respect. People, whew. Anyway, Tammy Brown, thank you so much. I hope you're doing fantastic too. Thank you. JB says, honestly, it seems like Mona said, Miss Bambi, we need more or you can go. That is true. Bambi has been kind of like, I'm getting this camera time. Scrap, come on. Let's get into last week's episode. Shout out to Morgan White. Shout out to Candace Massey. Prin Tip says, Bow Wow is woof woof now. Oh, y'all crazy. Shout out to Life with Danae. She loves my Mimi voice. Thank you. Shout out to Kaya LaRue. I hope you did great on your paper, girl. Thank you for watching. Sydney Robinson said, how am I doing? I'm ready to sit my child outside the school until they open it back up. I hope you and your kids are doing good. And shout out to Letitia Hunt. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for commenting. Get your comments in down below because I'll definitely be bringing back the shout outs. Y'all are awesome and I appreciate you guys so much for watching. During this time, I'm glad that I can make y'all laugh and thank you because the comments make me laugh. The interaction is great. And y'all, let's just keep our spirits high, okay? But I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace, love, and all that good stuff. God bless. Bye.